Hello, everybody. My name is Jeff Koss, and this is for my assignment in a class called CSC 382 at the University of Advancing Technology. The assignment is for a doubly linked list. So let me go through everything here for you. I included C standard library and the IO stream as kind of standard. I use namespace standard just to cut down on the repetitive typing. Sorry, that's my bird in the background. Can't do anything about it. But anyway, so I make a class called node, and basically we declare a public integer called data. That's going to be the data that's going to go into the node. And then we have a pointer to the next and pointer to the previous because this is a doubly linked list. And then I have a bunch of function prototypes here at the beginning. One that's going to print from the beginning of the node to the end, and one that reverses that. One that's going to find a particular node, one that's going to insert a node at the end of the list, and one that's going to delete the node. So in the main, I basically call all of these functions. But before that, I make a node that points to the head of the list and a node that points to the tail of the list. And then I have another node that's going to be a temporary node that's going to be able to traverse through the list. So we create four nodes. First one here has 45 in its data. Um, Second one has 72. Third one has 17. Fourth one has 113. And the last one, we set the tail to null because that's going to be the end of the list. And at the very beginning, we set the previous to null. So that means you can't go back in the beginning of it. There's an ending to the front and an ending to the back of it, basically. So once we have all of that, then here are our functions. Basically, the print forward function is going to print at the beginning of the list and go all the way to the end. As long as temp is not equal to null, it's going to keep printing. In the reverse, um, I'm sorry, I got to back up. With print forward, we're starting at next. So as long as next is not equal to null, basically, because we assign temp to next, then it's going to keep printing. In reverse, it does that in reverse, so we assign temp to previous, and as long as temp, which is going to previous, is not equal to null, it'll print out. So with find node, we basically pass two values, pointer to a pointer node and an integer value. If the node is equal to null, then that data does not exist. It returns null. If the node is not equal to null, then it found the value basically. And we pretty much pass the value in when we call the function in main. We wanted me to insert something at the end of the list, so I did that. I basically made a node, called a new node, and made it equal to the node. And then I passed its data, the equal new data, and the new node's next is going to equal to null. If the head is equal to null, then we basically make a new node at the head. Otherwise, we do it this way. So this delete node function is pretty self-explanatory. Um, if you are at the beginning of, if you are not at the beginning of the list or you are not at the end of the list, then you're going to do this, free the node. And that's basically it. So let's run the program and see if it works. And it does. So as you can see, we start by printing the list from the beginning, and we do it at the end. We search for a value of 17, which is definitely in the list. It found it. We're going to add a value at the end of the list. So we added 455 to the end of the list. It did that. We're going to delete that. We're going to delete that from the node, and we did that. And I actually called the node from the end this time. And that's that. That's pretty much everything you asked for, and it works good. So I hope you like to see. Give me an A. Thank you very much. Bye bye.